Part 2, Voice of the Rain. Hope you have understood the poem. Now let us come to the values. What is the message which is highlighted in the poem? Now, the main thing, the most important thing which comes out in this beautiful poem is that uh, we should be always selfless. We should work, whatever work we are doing, we should always do without any selfishness, right? Now, you have seen that how the rain, it does not expect any appreciation. It does not want any approval for its work. Last line you see, regged or unregged, रेन अपना काम करती रहती है, चाहे कोई उसको केयर करता है या नहीं करता, उसके काम को कोई अप्रूव करता है या नहीं करता. Although it helps in creating new life, it cleans the earth, it germinates the seeds, it brings life on the earth, it brings prosperity and happiness on this earth, but it does it without any selfish motive. So we must learn a lesson that we have to do a work with selfless motives, and it is also the epitome. The rain is also epitome of patience and perseverance. It is persevering, doing its work continuously, day and night. So we have to take a lesson from it that we have to persevere the same way. We have to learn the lesson of patience. We have to be very, very patient. Patiently, we should persevere. We should complete our work, whether somebody notices our work or not. And now we come to just see this. Let me make it more clear. See the first two lines. Okay. Now see these first two lines. You see, these are and who art thou, said I to the soft falling shower. This line is spoken. These first two lines, which strange to tell gave me an answer. These first two lines are spoken by the poet, and then these lines from third till here, till wandering, they are spoken by rainfall. Okay, and then the last two lines, these are put into bracket. You can see. Okay, you see that they are put into bracket to mark the difference, that they are a comment, right? They are different. They are neither spoken by the poet, and neither they are spoken by the rain. Okay, they do not form the part of the conversation between the poet and the rain, and these lines, they are put just to show the observations, the thoughts of the poet. And now we come to the poetic devices in the poem. Now this poem, first of all, the rain has been personified. See the first line only. Third line, I am the poem of the earth, said the voice of the rain, said the voice of the rain. Voice, so rain does not have the voice, and it is personification, because this quality of voice has been attributed to the non-living thing, that is the rain. And then come to this third line, I am the poem of earth. This is metaphor because the poem is compared to the poem. Okay, and then we come to the last. Last is for song issuing from its birthplace. This is an example of parallelism. You write parallel and then you put ISM. A parallel, a similarity is drawn between the rain and the song. We cannot say it is a simile, because simile always have as and like. And then the last line, you see, regged or unregged. This is oxymoron. Oxymoron, OXYMORON. Oxymoron, where opposite contrasting qualities come in a single line, then it is an example of oxymoron. And you can see this bottomless sea. See this line, 1 2 3 fourth line, eternal I rise impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea. This bottomless sea is an example of hyperbole. Means the sea, bottomless sea is called as bottomless, which is exaggerated statement. बढ़ा चढ़ा कर बोला गया है, एक ऐसी सी जिसका कोई बॉटम नहीं है. Okay, so this is an example of hyperbole. HYPERBOLE, hyperbole, right? And I hope you have understood the poem. Thank you.